So, I was asked to do a reading for someone that I met this weekend, and we were talking about stuff. And so she asked me, and she gave me her information, and I did her chart. And so I'm just gonna read it on here in case it resonates or helps anybody else. So, she gave me her information, like I said, and she is a manifestor with a splenic authority and a 1-3 profile. So I'm gonna go through all of those things. So as a manifester, she is here to spark things. She's here to initiate. She's here to get the ideas and do them. So when you get an idea, when you get a nudge, when you get a spark that you want to do something, and it could be anything, you could want to wake up one day and just like, I want to paint today, or I want to draw, or I want to write a story, or I want to go to the beach, or I want to travel the world. Like, it could be big or it could be small. It could be, I need to call that person today. I want to go to lunch with that person. I want to start this new business. Like, it could be anything, right? But whatever it is, if it pops into your mind, if you feel that in your soul, if you feel that in your heart that you want to do this thing, but it doesn't make sense, so don't talk yourself out of it. You're meant to do it. Do it. That's your job. Not everybody is a manifestor. In fact, I think it's 8%. I'd have to look up the number, but I think it's 8% of the world are manifestors. Not everybody is here to initiate things, but you are. And a lot of manifestors, they feel like their personalities or their ideas are too big, too crazy, too much. And they don't want the criticism. They don't want people to look at them weird, or they don't want people to tell them no. And so they just don't do it because it's just too much. It's too difficult. It sounds too hard. And so they just don't want to do it. But you're supposed to do it. That's what you're meant to do. And that's why you get those ideas. That's why you get them out of nowhere. It's why it comes to you out of the blue. And you wake up one day and you just want to do something. And then if you don't do it, you usually feel like angry. So the sign that you're in alignment is that you have peace. You feel peaceful in your life. You feel content. And so, and that can look like a lot of things, just calm, content, just an overall peaceful feeling. And when you're out of alignment, when you're not doing the things that you want to do, like, manifestors are super, super independent people. My daughter's a manifestor, and I didn't know that back then, but she's my most independent child. She didn't want anybody telling her anything. She was her own authority. She knew what she wanted. She knew how she wanted it, and no one was going to tell her nothing. And so we butted heads because of that. But now that I see it, and from a different perspective, now that she's older and doing her life, I'm like, oh yeah, I see that. I see how she did that her whole life. So it's very interesting. But you're meant to do it. And when you don't do it, it's going to come out in like anger. You're going to be mad. You're going to be upset. You're going to be angry. And you're going to be angry at the world, at a certain person. It's just, that's how it comes out, just anger, irritation, right? And so that's kind of your sign. So those are your signs. They're signs that whether you're doing things you're supposed to be doing and you're in alignment, or your sign that you're not doing things and you're out of alignment, peace or anger. So let's move on to the next thing.